I shed tears watching this. Unbelievable. Unimaginable. Imagine what your parents are going through. Since August 2nd, these children didn't go to school. They've been in prison. Lord. I'm just speechless. Is this a sick joke or what? A 10-year-old, 12, 14 years, can only be granted bail because they protested for food. Bail of 10 million naira. If they had the money, would their parents use it to take care of them?
You see, basically, our own is very simple. Why should children, why should small children, why should they spend 93 days in police custody when they should be in school? And the government can arrest 10, 12, 13-year-old and keep them in custody for 93 days. But the government has not been able to arrest Yabelo 6 months after. Is it not a parody of some sort that we have two separate countries? One country for the rich, one country for the poor. Our laws are very clear. It's 48 hours. The police are in breach of the fundamental rights of these children. So we are not going to delve into the substance of the issue, which is already before the court, so that we will not make remarks that are sub judice. But what we are saying, very simple. Yaya Bello, 6 months later, has not been arrested. But you arrest our children. You keep them in custody for 93 days. These children, they are already looking like they have kwashoko. They are malnourished. You understand? Then you cannot keep them in custody for this long. This is the reasons why our rating in the Human Rights Index is poor, is bad. You understand? The Tinubu government should discontinue the charge. We make a passionate appeal to the AGF, Baba Latif Fagbemi, that he should discontinue the charge. He should take over the matter and discontinue against these children, so that the children can return back to school. And the Attorney General of the Federation has the inherent powers to take over this matter under Section 174 of the Constitution. That Baba Latif Fagbemi should take over this matter and discontinue the charge against the children. I cried in open court.
Yes, just order their unconditional release.
Let me go and take the key.
This guy should take him to the clinic. They kept him here.
Hospital should do their business. How can you arrange children?
These people, we are just 90 something years, like 6 days. That's what the previous day. My case is different than my child. What is
While we were in court this morning, and shortly before the plea of the defendants, mainly underage children could be taken. Some of them who were looking quite malnourished, who were looking quite very sick, started slumping in court before the Honorable Justice Egwatu. Justice Egwatu, upon seeing the fainting of these young persons of school age, had to had to stand down proceedings abruptly. We had to rush some of these young children to the clinic within the facility of the court for them to be resuscitated. Some of them are still receiving treatment as I speak to you in the clinic. This young person has been arrested since the 2nd day of August 2024. Over 3 months. They've been left without clothing, without housing, without proper care. They are looking very malnourished, as you can see the videos that are flying around social media. They were kept at the Kuje Correctional Center and at the IRT, the notorious IRT at SAS Abattoir. IRT now, that is where they are. At SAS Abattoir. Now, this is the facility that has held our young children who should be in school that are being kept by this government over allegations of attempting to overthrow the president. The question now comes to how can a 12, 13, 14-year-old boy who is looking very frail and malnourished attempt to overthrow the president? That is a matter for another day. But we have filed an application contesting and challenging the powers of the courts to try these young persons. And this objection is founded on very solid foundation. The Constitution of Nigeria in Section 18 vests on the government the responsibility of educating young persons